for the set. I'm Chef Boyardee. From the Midwest, that's to the death. Ain't no around me.
Micken. Oh, okay. It's a part of the fickin'. Oh, but you tricking.
Oh, thank you.
Cause you
just made my
you
day.
cooking it in the kitchen.
Hey,
We're gonna put these in the bloopers. We're just not going the regular
Yeah, so
interview.
it's going on
No.
interview. Put this on so you can have a disguise. So, hey, that's the girl that rhymed Micken with chicken. Mom, what's Micken?
The borough of Brooklyn is the location for the Thunder. For the Nets, the best record in the NBA. And it's no accident. An elite team that expects to win every time they take the floor. Thunder coming to you live on this Tuesday night. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. P.J. Washington is out there with Moncrief. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Garrett in at the two-guard spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's AI in at the three slot. And in these late season stages, Doris, there are always a few surprise players that step up their game.
There's a real rhythm to the NBA calendar, Kevin. And this is why year-round conditioning and your year-round calendar matters. You know, the deeper you get into a year, there are certain players who get stronger because they put in the time and the commitment in the offseason and they've stuck to their routine and their schedule during the year. All of those things matter.
Durant kicks to AI. KD looking around. Passes it to AI. And AI throws it down.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Rockets. Now the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries it down low.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And AI throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Garrett. Over Irving. Garrett with the bucket. Here is Harden. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's AI. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Durant just inside the line. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Garrett. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Washington. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. It's blocked. The second effort. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Garrett's shot is off. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against Memphis.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Inside, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Arthur. Now, here's Washington. And in that game with Houston, he did not play well. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. And Oklahoma City making a change here. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Here's Here's Garrett. He's covered by Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket tonight.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
To the inside. Here's AI. And AI throws it down.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Mike D'Antoni for just a minute. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. Let's see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
Thank you, David. Yeah, they're trying to devise a way to contain some big-time weapons.
And guys, it has got to be a collective effort. Really important that they have the trust, and helping one another will be key.
And I think it's going to be hard, obviously, because this is an opponent that can really space you out as well as get to the rim. So you've got to be sound and disciplined.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game, and going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Here's Perry. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's Pokusevski. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. It'll count. We'll get right back to the action when we return. City, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Taking a look at the Thunder, Shake Milton is out there with Irving. Then it's Moncrief. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Endor in at the power forward position. Thunder trailing by 4. Pass to Milton. Back to Irving. Down low, Washington. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Higgins. The Thunder also changing it up. Garrett's checked in, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Irving. Irving passes to AI, and AI throws it down.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Pass to Washington. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Here's Moncrief, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Moncrief hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
And AI throws it down.
Well, that pass is a product of Kyrie Irving's great instincts. He's got a terrific mind for the game.
Thunder trailing by 4. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Grizzlies had a huge game. He tallied 50 points. And it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. We'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yep, that one goes. AI's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
They get it again. And it's Washington missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Garrett's shot is off. Nets leading by 8. To the paint, here's Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Oklahoma City's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Here's Garrett. The Thunder with another miss.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from AI.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Durant is out there with Robinson. Then it's Harden. Then it's AI. And it's Irving in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. The pass to Garrett. Let's go. Robinson pulls it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 14. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Inside. And AI throws it down.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Thunder trailing by 16. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to AI. And AI throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Maladon passes to Irving. Robinson with the block.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
Harden kicks to Harris. Down low. Here's AI. And AI throws it down.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Irving passes to Maladon. He lobs it up.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Robinson. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Endor's checked in to the inside. AI. And AI throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Thunder trailing by 19. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Harris. Moncrief, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Maladon. The Thunder with another miss. Nets leading by 19. AI in the post. Brown, good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Irving passes to Pokusevski. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And AI throws it down.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. It's good.
This guy's got tremendous length for his position, so at 6'6", Gilgeous-Alexander confident attacking in the paint.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got P.J. Washington, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Moncrief, and it's Pokusevski in at the small forward. Garrett, the pass to Washington. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Brooklyn leading by 21. To the middle. And AI gets it to go on the assist by Irving. AI's got 45 points. Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. Durant for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Garrett. He's covered by Irving. Timeout called, the Nets. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Robinson comes in for Brown, and it's James Harden in for Nicholas Claxton. Here's AI, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the game, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Moncrief, the pass to Pokusevski.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
AI throws it down.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Down low, Pokusevski. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And that one drops for him. And here's Harden. Pass to Irving. Outside for Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. KD's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Brooklyn. The Thunder have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander. What a dunk.
Brooklyn leading by 23. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. The deep three from Irving. Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. KD's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, how about the persistence of KD? He knows he has the size and the reach to keep those possessions alive.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis. You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis, and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one thing about this team, they never stopped pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Milton. No good.
But KG, a very skilled defender, outstanding with his positioning, and he's got incredible length to contest shots.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.
They want my wave.